Okay, welcome back. The engine mount tube is drying, and the next step in this assembly will be marking and assembling the large ring section of body tube. This will become somewhat like a ring fin or something like that in the final assembly. So make sure you have a good flat surface to work on, and I like to put down a sheet of waxed paper to protect against glue dripping, because there will be. So the first step will be locating the template that we had from page 2 and line that up. Like so. There. Okay. And you'll notice on the inside of, I'll try to show it to you on this one. On the inside of the ring, there are 2 lines, and then the outside has that shape there. So I'll mark the 2 lines on the inside. There we go. I'll mark the 2 lines. Well, it moved. Oh, I see. I hit a spiral. So my pencil mark wanted to move. I don't have an eraser, but I have a little bit of sandpaper that it doesn't take off too much. And I'm going to move my ring a little bit. Try not to squish your ring or deform it. You do want this to be a good ring shape. There. So, once again, I will mark where the lines are. There. There, 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 and there. Okay, and then on the outside, I'll mark where the outermost marks are for those. And this just helps you line everything up when you're assembling everything. There. Okay. And I'm going to take this and actually take those marks all the way to both edges of the ring. And 2. Okay. And then next will be cutting out these 3 pieces from our cardstock. And just like the centering rings, they just have a little cardboard, little notches where the laser cut through. Now once they are free from the cardstock, you will notice, here, I'll show you. And then now that it's free from the cardstock, you will see, oh, this is showing up. It's got 6 holes there that we'll also have to remove the cardstock from those. Okay, and then set those aside. A little bit of extra. And these are just held on with one little bitty notch on one side of the dot. So I'll just cut those out. There. And those should pop out pretty easily. Yeah, they're just knocking right through. There. And I'll flip it over and just pull those out from that side. So I'll do that to the other 2, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I've got all my pieces cut out, and I don't need those right now. And then, since these are flat and this is curved, we need to shape these a little bit. So what they recommend is using a hard round object. They're saying, you know, like a broom handle, something like that, to give it a round shape. And I do just happen to have my shop broom here with me. And you'll see there's one side that has 2 parallel lines down the center, one side that does not. So you'll want to have the lines on the outside part of the curve. So just do this very gently. You don't want to put too much pressure on this and risk it breaking. You're just adding a nice gentle curve so that it will glue onto there, like that. Now it's more or less matched to that curve. So I'm going to curve the other 2, and be back with you in a moment. So the 3 pieces are now curved. They fit nicely on there. Yeah, nice. And then the next step is that these get glued to the outside of the large ring. So I'll get this out. I'm just going to smear that on there. Kind of work the glue out close to the edges so that as much gets the coverage as possible. These will have some structure, some structural support to the final assembly, so it would be good to have these glued as securely as possible. So glue that on, and the bottom edge of this is lined up evenly with the bottom of the ring. So once that is on, I'm going to set that down on my table. Sorry about that. and push that inwards slightly and down till it hits the bottom of the table or the top of the table. So I'll do the same with the other pieces. Yeah, I'll do the same with the other pieces, and I will be back shortly. Okay, the cardstock tabs have been glued on. They are all lining up nicely to the bottom of the ring. So I'm going to let this sit on a flat piece of waxed paper to dry, and then I will move along to the next step, and I will see you again. Thank you.